For today's video, we will study this famous chess opening for black against d4, the king's Indian defense. Let's go. d4, knight f6. For this kind of setup, you may go with other kind of opening, but let's go and stick with king's Indian defense. c4, g6, knight c3, bishop g7. It's very important for you to understand when you decide to have this kind of pawn formation. Let your bishop resides on g7 and enjoys controlling this diagonal. So bishop g7, e4, and d6. This is very important for you to understand that e5 is coming. So you have to prevent that one by moving d6, or else this knight will go somewhere h5 or g8. You don't want your knight to go back or go here on very awkward square h5. So d6, knight f3, development, castling, bishop e2, and here e5. It seems like black is offering a free pawn, but actually not. And white can refuse to capture that one by doing castling, bishop e3, bishop g5, or just simply by pushing the pawn. Later on, b4, c5, pawn storms. But let's go with capture. D takes e5, D takes e5. If you are white here, don't capture here because that would be and less pressure for black by capturing this one. Bishop takes, knight takes e4, knight takes e4, bishop takes e5. As you can see, the position has no tension at all. The blacking is castled. The knight c6 is coming. No direct attack from white. This bishop on d1 seems undeveloped because it's still on the first rank. So you have to redevelop this bishop again, then castling. So less tension for black. Let's go back. So instead of you capturing the e5, let's go with queen takes d8, rook takes, and now once again you can refuse capturing this pawn by moving knight d5 or bishop g5 or by simply castling. Well, let's go with knight takes e5 now. Knight takes e4. This is a bad move. Why? Because bishop takes c3 in between move check, capture, king takes knight, and black is piece up. So let's go back. So don't think that knight takes f7 is a in between move because there's a bishop takes c3. Instead, just capture the knight here. Bishop takes and here. There's an interesting line that you may want to try in one of your games. Bishop to g5. Offering the b2 pawn for pieces activity. So bishop takes b2. White has two options here. Bishop takes rook on d8 or rook to b1 countering attack. Let's go first by moving bishop takes rook, bishop takes c7, and knight c6. As you can see, pawns are equal, although white has this isolated pawn, but it's easy to defend by white. There are too many pieces around this pawn. So it's kind of equal game. So let's go back. So instead of capturing this rook on d8, let's go by doing a counter attack. If you're under attack, find a counter attack. If you cannot defend, just look for a counter attack. Rook to b1. So two pieces are hung for black, but you have nothing to worry because rook e8 attacking the knight. Rook takes bishop, rook takes knight, castling, and now knight c6, rook d1. As you can see, white is pawn down here. But in terms of pieces activity, it's difficult for black to move around and to maximize the pass pawn because, of course, this bishop cannot move. Rook takes b7. Remember, if you are white, the best position for your rook is on the 7th rank. If you are playing black, the best position for your rook, aside from the open file, is the second rank. So once you move the bishop here, rook takes b7, and that would be a problem for black. So this bishop is temporarily okay. Just stay there for a moment. If we will continue, knight d4. This is the 15th move of the game. So we will not continue analyzing beyond this 15th move. I will let you to enjoy this position, and of course, you continue the study on our own. So good luck if you want this kind of very crazy and sharp line for white and for black. Go for it. Just make sure you study the 16 move ahead after this knight d4 move.